Hello all, Munch here, and welcome to Football Manager 2018. Obviously, so far, most of my channel has been doing FIFA content, but this is actually the game mode that I originally wanted to do more than any other. I absolutely love Football Manager. Most of the YouTubers I watch are Football Manager, ones like Dr. Benji, Loki Doki, the Lou Joe, Work the Space, etc. All of them, love them. So this is what I really want to do, because there's an element of Football Manager where it's slightly out of your control, but you can really build something with this. With FIFA, I feel like I'm so in control that it's a bit too easy. Football Manager is a hard slog. So the team I've picked is West Ham. Obviously, in the news recently for pretty negative events with all the fans and everything, I completely understand their frustrations. I've actually got quite a lot of West Ham fans in my family. They're not really, obviously, of that sort of running onto the pitch and this, that, and the other, but they feel very like that about the board as well, as they've been sold a bit of a dream, leaving Upton Park, and then or the Berlin ground, and then going to the London Stadium, sold a bit of a dream, sold up the river. Hopefully that won't happen to me in this, but we shall see how we go. So let's have a look at West Ham as a club. So West Ham as a club, obviously very well known for playing quite good football. And as you can see in recent history, they've been in the Championship a couple of times, but usually bounced straight back up, apart from this little exception here where they had 2 seasons in there. But recently, been performing quite well. Last season was a bit of a disappointment. They moved to the London Stadium, 66,000 capacity. So it's a big stadium and there's a lot of good potential in it. It's just really what's happened on and off the pitch since. And when you look at like the legends and the icons you have at the club, you've got Jeff Hurst, Bobby Moore, Billy Bonds, Trevor Brooking, Paolo Di Canio. There's loads of really good players in there that have done wonderful things at the club. And hopefully by the end of the series, our name and some of the players' names that we bring in will be on there as well. So as you can tell from the team report, there's quite a lot of strengths compared to weaknesses. We've got some good players in there, but it was a little bit underwhelming actually when I first took over. I thought we had a bit better than we actually did. We originally had £36 million in the bank. We only have £7.25 million now, so I'll walk you through the transfers that I've made in a minute. But apparently we still lack depth in goal and depth outside of the first team. And we also have a problem with decision making, and we're not strongest physically. I tried to put that to rest, but obviously I haven't done a good enough job. So without further ado then, let's look at the transfers that I have brought in and see the ins and outs. In truth, there's not really been that much transfer activity. Well, there's been a lot of activity, but not a lot in terms of actual confirmations at the end. The only out we've had is Daniel Kemp going away on loan to York. But bringing in, we've brought in the young and very standard Football Manager buy, I would imagine, Matthias de Ligt. 18 years old, £40 million rated. He's a ball-playing defender. At 18 years old, these stats look incredible. He's already 3.5 star current ability, a potential ability of, well, it could be 5. He's absolutely brilliant. He can play as a CDM as well, which means he's very good, and also as a right back, so versatility is going to be key. Some really good stats in there, like your determination, passing is very good, heading is solid, and so is his tackling. He's quite well rounded physically, but I'm hoping those will grow over time. And the other one we brought in, which I'm quite excited about, is Torgan Hazard from Borussia Mönchengladbach. We've got him in for £14.5 million. And when you look at him, acceleration's pretty good, and pace is alright. Agility of 16, very impressive. Flair 16, vision 16, dribbling 16, first touch 16, technique 15. So he's a very good technical player, and he can pretty much play like anywhere around the front 5 or 6 positions. Value £80 million, so we've already put some more value onto him from what he originally had. Very happy with that signing. I'm hoping he'll be a big player for us in the years to come. He's got a lot to prove. As well as that, when you actually look at the squad, we have got a few, household names that will be fair. Joe Hart and Adrian make up the 2 goalkeepers. I was looking for an improvement originally. There's one guy I do have in mind, but I just don't have the money to buy him at the moment, and that is Timo Horn. But hopefully I will get him in before the end of the career at some point. At the back, we've got Winston Reid, Angelo Ogbonna, Pablo Zabaleta, obviously De Ligt, Patrice Evra, Cresswell, Masuaku. So there's quite a lot of depth there. Declan Rice is also a player that I'm very much looking forward to using this. Very well-rounded physically. We've got some good stats for a guy who also is only 18 years old. And a bit like De Ligt, he can play in the centre-back or the central defensive midfielder role. Currently only 2.5 star current ability, but potential could be around about 5 or 4, which would be very good. And then in the midfield, you've got obviously Mr. West Ham himself, Martin Noble, Pedro Obiang, sorry, Antonio, Yao Mario, which is a great signing, Lanzini, Arnautovic, Hazard, Torgan, obviously. Emilson Fernandez is a player. I was looking at maybe selling him because he's got a lot of potential apparently, but it's only 3 to 4 star, and lots of people are interested in him, but only to loan rather than buying, so that's been an ongoing saga. Up front is a place I do feel we are quite light. Andy Carroll is Mr. Injury prone, so going to struggle to get him in the team. A lot of our hopes are going to be based upon Javier Chicharito Hernandez, who I actually think is quite overrated as a footballer, but that might just be me. Hopefully he'll prove me wrong and he'll do okay. If not, we've got Arnautovic which can play up front, and so can Antonio, so we have got some reserves. Tactics wise then, we have 2 tactics that we're going to mainly play. This one's a bit boring. It's the standard 4-2-3-1. Not really sure who's going. Well, we're going to play again in a minute, and then after that I'll sort the lineup out. But as you can tell here, we've got an attacking winger, one on support, a playmaker in behind the advanced forward, a ball-winning midfielder who's going to be focused more on defending with a deep-lying playmaker, which I'm assuming will probably be Mr. Noble. And at the back we've got a ball-playing defender on cover, and then a defensive centre-back and 2 full-backs. The other formation is a bit more risque. Yeah. Breathe that in. Look at that. So you've got the 3 centre-backs here at the back, because I think we have actually got quite a few good centre-backs. Left wing back, which I'm pretty sure will be Masuaku. Box-to-box midfielder, an anchor man defending with a wide midfielder who's going to hopefully do a bit of defending as well as getting forward. A second striker, an attacking playmaker, and an advanced forward up front. So I'm hoping that one could be more of a counter-attack formation, and this one, the one we're mainly going to play, is going to definitely be one that we're going to use at home. That's going to be one that's going to dominate the ball more. So without further ado, let's just crack on and get into it. If you ever look at our pre-season, we won all 4 of our games without even conceding a goal. Having said that, against the players we were playing against, it was hard not to really do that well. But we are televised for our first couple of games. We've got home at Bournemouth, away at Liverpool. Then we got drawn away against Crawley in the Carabao Cup, with Swansea away and City at home. So it's a tough start. You got Liverpool and City in the first 4 fixtures of the season. It's just quite difficult. But let's see how we get on against Bournemouth first. So our lineup for the first game is as follows: Joe Hart's in goal, Masuaku, De Ligt and Reed as the centre-back partnership with Zabaleta on the right. Obiang is going to be in with Martin Noble in the midfield with Arnautovic and Antonio on the wings. Yao Mario is in behind Chicharito Hernandez. Torgan Hazard, I have somehow not managed to register him for this game, so I'm a little bit irritated. I need to fix that. Otherwise it was a waste of £14.5 million. Actually, I'll tell you what, I can see Antonio is absolutely knackered, so we're going to play Emilson Fernandez in this game. I don't want to knacker Antonio out. I know he can be quite injury prone, so that's the last thing I want to do. But without further ado, let's get cracking into the game. So before we start, I'm gonna sort the boys out here. So let's do go out there and impress me. Excellent. Nobody is interested in what I have to say. Tell them I have faith in their ability, because that always seems to go down quite well when you're trying to get them on your side. I will just say I am a 2D player. I always have been a 2D player when it comes to Football Manager, and we'll customise the screens as we go along to see what we need and this, that and the other. Oh yeah, they're probably taking the lead. This isn't a good start. And Bournemouth have already got a corner. It's fallen out to Sermon on the edge of the box. Now what's he going to do with it here? And he's lofted it back in, and yeah, well done Joe. He's actually managed to claim it. Good boy. What can we do here? Yao Mario. Important player for us this year. He's by far our best player, I think, in terms of stats. And Mario's got some space on the ball, but he's going to get closed down by Archer if he's not careful. And he continues. He's knocked down Emilson Fernandez on the line. He's whipped the ball in. It's one out to Noble. Hit it, Mark. Hit it, Yao. Ooh, just wide. Unlucky, but first real chance falls to us 7 minutes in. Well done, boys. I'm going to switch the highlights to key as well, as we could be here all day. Fernandez has picked up a knock, which is not ideal, so we're already struggling on the right winger side. Not a lot happening, viewers, so let's see if we can get a bit creative. Let's see if we can get the guys off the chain a little bit. Done plenty of good work going forward. I'm going to take off. We're going to go attacking for the last 5 minutes of the half and see if it makes a difference. Plenty of shots, just not really any of them on target, and that could well be down to Hernandez not really pulling his socks up here. And we've reached half time and it's 0-0. Not a thrilling game really to start the series. Let's get into the dressing room. We've been the better team, which I think is fair enough. So let's say that, and then let's give them all a bit more faith. I have faith in all of you, he says as he takes off Emilson Fernandez because he's put up a knock. Time to bring on Mikel Antonio. Let's see what he can bring to the party. Hopefully he won't get injured. And we're going to stay on attacking for the start of the second half. I really want to kick this off with a good home performance. I don't really know what I anticipate this season. The board wants us to finish 9th and get a top half finish. I said to the boys I think we're capable of that. Arnautovic has scored and it's 1-0. Get in. Chicharito to Arnautovic. Hopefully we'll see a lot of that this season. He's going to be important for us as well as Marco. We're up to 6th already. Title is near. And let's see the gap again in 3 dimensions. Mark Noble knocks it down to Chicharito. Lovely touch from Arnautovic, and he just sits the keeper down and places it into the middle of the net. And I think I'm going to slightly take it off attacking. We're going to go back to a more controlled mentality and see if we can just keep the ball away from Bournemouth for a bit. Charlie Daniels has picked it up from them here on the left hand side. Now can we win it back high up the pitch? It's the kind of game I want to play, is high pressing, win it back, play attacking football. The board have asked me to play attacking football, so I want to be able to sustain that. But Defoe's in here, and this is going to be Josh King has missed an absolute sitter there, but it's poor defending from us. I'm going to get us all to concentrate a bit because that was too easy for Bournemouth to get in down there. Ryan Fraser's got himself under a bit of pressure at the back, but he's played that nicely out, annoyingly, to Harry Arter and Josh King. Is he going to lob this forward to Defoe? I've got a bad feeling Defoe's going to score. Harry Arter, he's knocked a nice ball to Mark Pugh. Obiang's intercepted that, but he's just giving it straight back to Daniels. Nathan Ake. And Bournemouth are beginning to really grow into this game now. They're shifting it around nicely, and Defoe has got away from Winston Reid again. Is De Ligt going to follow Josh King in the middle? He's been beaten to it, and Josh King has missed again. This is not good from us here. We're a little bit all over the place at the back, so I need to I'm going to go back attacking again. Attacking worked previously. Let's go back to that. Only nearly 10 minutes to go, and we're still 1-0 up. This would be a good start to the season. De Ligt's having a very good game at 7.5 on his debut, but Winston Reid is looking nervous. I'm debating taking him off for Angelo Ogbonna. I'll tell you what we will do. We're going to take off Chicharito. We're going to bring on Tony Martinez for his debut for West Ham. He's one of the youngsters, and that's how light we are at the moment. Is that I'm going to bring him off, and I'm also going to take off Mark Noble and bring on Rice, and he is going to fall back a bit more. We're going to bring him into a DM position and get him to just be a general defensive midfielder. And we've won ourselves a corner again. That's not a very great one from Yao Mario, but it's fallen out here to Obiang. Maybe we can just put the ball back into it here. Put the ball in the mixer. Yao Mario, you got across that. Okay, he's giving it to Obiang. Obiang's just giving it to Cook, and oh god, Masuaku, thank god. De Ligt. Lovely composure there. That's what we like, and there's no composure from Winston Reid, but it has somehow fallen to Arnautovic. And now Bournemouth are going to have a chance to build from the back here. Ryan Fraser, got to get there first. Mark Pugh, no. Well done, Masuaku. Lovely to Declan Rice. And that's good composure from the two youngsters there. Declan Rice to De Ligt. Now Yao Mario's got to release Tony Martinez. Now what's Martinez going to do? That's well played, young man. Arnautovic, he's through. Must be two. Bang! Marco Arnautovic gets a brace on his West Ham debut. And it's another, it's a good assist from Yao Mario. And that was some lovely play. Tony Martinez did well. The two youngsters have really impressed me, actually. I mean, he's only been on a little while, Declan Rice, but he's made a few good passes. It's good composure here from Tony Martinez to knock it back to Yao Mario. That's a wonderful, great control from Arnautovic. And a lovely finish. 2-0 at the London Stadium. And it's a good start to the season. Very, very pleased indeed. Charlie Daniels is on the ball. And he has blown up the referee, and that is a 2-0 win. Delighted. Marco Arnautovic obviously going to get man of the match, I think, for that. I'd like to think that we were pretty much in control. The media may have predicted that we would have come out with a draw here, and that would have been a good result for us, but a win is even better. And I'm going to give them an assertive, not passionate just yet, because I don't want to be passionate all the time. I don't want to be too Jurgen about this. Just say, well done, lads, that was a good win. Everyone is delighted. Marco Arnautovic playing at a 9.1. Sensational stuff. And that win leaves us 5th in the table after the first game. Always good. And better than I expected it would go. Normally I struggle on Football Manager. I'm not great at it, but I'm quite happy to hear it. I find this funny actually. Is the press was saying that Nathan Ake unfortunately obviously got injured in that game, and then many have claimed that we play too close to the edge and we are considered overly physical. It's my first ever game for West Ham, so how can they say that? Horrendous. I was very impressed with De Ligt, actually. I have to say, De Ligt was superb, and Marko Arnautovic is going to get some praise from me. I want to keep him on side because he is going to be a crucial player for us this season, but that is a damn good way to start. And what we'll do is, in true Football Manager fashion, instead of playing every game, I'm going to skip ahead a few and we'll come back for games against... Let's go... Or could go Watford and Chelsea. God, they got four London derbies in a row there. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll come back for Watford and Chelsea, and depending on how good those games are, the next episode after that might be Palace and Tottenham, because obviously there's a lot of London derbies in there. But either way, it's a good start to the series. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's something a bit different. I love Football Manager. It's absolutely great. If you haven't played it and you do like your football or just simulations in general, it's absolutely magic. It's just so much fun. It's infuriating, as I'm sure you'll find out. But thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please do like, share and subscribe. And until I see you again, stay cool.